Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another fabulous episode of the one and only Convo, the show that, derpy derp to teedly derpy derpy dum. Are you happy? And as you can see, it seems that it's just me today, but never fear, Stryker will be here in a few minutes. And, like last time, it seems we don't have Trey McIntosh with us. Why, you ask? Well, it seems he's doing some kind of, some kind of a Tumwa talent show going on right now. So he's, he made the excuse, I can do it next time, but that was about 4 weeks ago when he said that, if you guys remember. So we're not even sure if he's going to be here next week, but we can say that he's going to try. At least we can say he's going to try. So I have my coffee, I have my news stories, and I got my phone, and all that's left really to do is just wait for Stryker to show up. So I'm just going to do my best to entertain you guys by myself. Let's see how well that can do. I'm going to open up the chat room here because I'm not in it quite yet. At least I think I'm in it, but haven't opened it. Do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do. You know what's dumb about this Ustream app on here? I can't save favorite channels or anything, so I always have to freaking look it up every single time, and it's really annoying. And there we go. I'm in the chat room now, so if you want to say something, just let me know. So yeah, like I said, I got my coffee, and we were going to have someone on the show earlier today. Let's see if I can remember his name. Andy, one of Stryker's friends, who was really interested in the whole furry thing, but he had to leave, and Stryker had to take him back to Centerville. Okay, and Stryker is currently heading back here. At least I hope he did. And I hope nothing happened to him because he said he was going to be back in time. So I guess we'll just do our best. Let me turn this down here. So how you guys been? I mean, anyone that's watching, how you guys been? Oh yeah, another unrelated news. It's confirmed that we're all going to Anthrocon. So if anyone wants to see us there, they can. It's going to be a pretty fun weekend. Actually, we have a house. We're renting a house, which is really, really cool. I mean, it's like across the river from the convention or something. Hematite Bear actually gave me a call and told me the whole plan, and he's going to help us out. And we're actually going to visit him on the way down there, so we don't have to go the entire... Because it's an 800-mile journey for us, because we live in southeast Iowa. And normally it'd be like... let's see, how long would that take? It would take probably like 20 hours if we take it slow. So we're thinking we'll go down there, maybe not 20 hours. What was I thinking? More like 15. So, yeah, it'd usually take us quite a long time to get down there if we just took the straight way, like just went down there without stopping. And we would be pretty freaking tired. So in this case, and I just heard the door open. I hope that's Stryker. Is that you? Yes, it is. I just started the show because you're a couple minutes late. So anyways, I forgot to introduce the host because I guess Stryker wasn't here, so we can start. Welcome to Claus and Convo. I am your wonderful, splendicious host, Dante Padfoot.
I'm your pissed off host, Striker Chiguire.
Did something happen? Something that you don't want to talk about on the show?
Something that I don't want to talk about.
Oh man.
It's just
I was wondering what was taking you so long, but it must have been something. We had to take back his friend.
Traffic.
Okay. Okay. Anyways.
Shortcut fail.
Well, we all make those shortcut mistakes every once in a while. So, yeah, I got some news stories and I got some stuff to talk about. I got a continuing story on that Lemonade Coyote thing, the fursuiter that passed away in a crash recently, right after Valentine's Day, and I have some more news on that because there's an update on that. And let's see, what else do we got? We have coffee. That's great.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'll be right back, guys. Let me go get Stryker a cup.
Gracias.
Well, as you probably noticed, I was not here last week. I regret to say that I was attacked by wild rabid snakes, and I died and I resurrected. No, I didn't. I'm just kidding.
We don't have any pictures. Sorry.
Pixar didn't happen. But, I mean, I had to work, and it was kind of a case where I couldn't just skip out this time. It was like, I already skipped out a couple days. So I was like, no, this one I actually have to be at. So, I told Stryker over Facebook, I was like, we can't do the show this week. And it was the first time we actually canceled the show. Well, you still,
I still did a
the
half
show,
episode.
which I'm still proud that you actually did that. I mean, you delivered a show for our audience, so that was good.
Yeah, it was episode 8.5 because the show must go on, damn it.
The show must go on.
Did we play the title?
I did, yeah.
You did?
I did
okay.
The Strike Paw Studios, blah blah blah.
That thing.
Yeah.
Excellent.
The wonderful intro created by Mr. Stryker Chiguire. Yep, we had a friend Andy over here earlier, and he was going to be on the show, but he had to go.
Yes.
He had to go. So it looks like it'll be just us this time again, and it seems like this is starting to happen a lot more often. The only people that actually do want to be on the show can't, and the people that would be fun to have on the show just don't want to come up here.
Yep.
Like my friend Willie, who has wanted to be on the show forever. He's always got something going on during this time of the week, and he usually can't just up and leave and go here. And he lives like 50 miles away anyway, so it's kind of a chore for him to get up here. I don't blame him for kind of being skeptical about it. But one of these days we'll have Willie Felderman on the show, and it will be a glorious show.
Yes.
It will be glorious. Oh, okay, here's an idea. What if I started introing the show like this? Welcome to Claws and Convo, the most badass show in the world. If you don't like it, you can kiss our ass. How's that?
I like it.
I like that. I don't know. I'll just stick to the original intro. I couldn't think of anything to say at the last minute because I was I think I was over there watching Malcolm in the Middle, waiting for you to show up, and I was like, well, I guess I better start the show. So, but I started. I was like, welcome to Claws and Convo, the show that derpy teedly derpy dumb. Good enough. But yeah, it was a pretty awesome week for me actually. Last weekend I had some friends over from Sheraton. I had some friends over from Sheraton, and they came up here, had a good time, and we went we drove all around Ottumwa, and we shopped at every flea market we could find, and I found some.
No.
What?
Oh no!
Oh no! And I found it's nothing bad though. I found I found a set of Irish playing cards, like ones with a Celtic knot in the back of it. So freaking cool, and I was like, it's like my favorite thing because I'm obsessed with Ireland.
They are pretty badass.
They are pretty badass. I got to show them to you when I get the chance. If we end up like taking a break or something, I will get up and show them to you because they're pretty amazing. But yeah, I'm obsessed with everything Irish, and I love playing cards. I love doing card tricks. So it was like perfect for me. I was like, I have to have this. It was destiny for me to find this random deck of playing cards in some random flea market. So how was your week, Stryker?
Mildly boring.
Mildly boring.
Yes.
Well, that's upsetting. The only thing interesting going on in my week was, that and, or that was actually last week, so it doesn't count as this one. I have an intro to film class in college, and it's so much fun because most of the class is dedicated to the discussion of films, like the open discussion, and it was so cool. I'm sure a lot of you know that most critics consider the best film ever to be Citizen Kane. I forgot what year that was. Somebody might be able to tell me. And
1986.
80? No, it was like in the 50s.
Hmm.
It was like a way black and white, like an old film. Anyways, this film was almost perfect in every way. So we were talking about this, and the teacher, I love the teacher. He's so awesome. He basically tells people they're wrong and why they're wrong without disrespecting them. It's so cool. And so what happens was a classmate is like, I don't know if Citizen Kane is the best movie ever. Like, why would it be? He spent like half an hour going into like extreme detail into why it's the best movie ever, and I was sitting there going, holy crap, he's right.
Wow.
It was actually really interesting. Like, seriously. He was going into full detail, and everything he said was very valid. Like, he was saying stuff like it had absolutely flawless character development. Every shot, there was so much work put into every single shot, and oh my goodness, he just went on and on. But it was actually really, really interesting. Hematite Bear says Citizen Kane is from 1941. Yes, I knew somebody would know. I knew it was like a early film, you know. Hematite Bear, by chance have you seen Un Chien Andalou, which is a French film? That one was a film made in 1928 that was designed to shock people. It was pretty interesting.
Really?
Yeah, okay, here's how it goes. We actually watched it in class, okay? It's like a 20-minute silent film from 1928, and it opens with a guy sharpening a straight razor. Okay, you're like, oh crap, what is he going to do with it? It shows a close-up of a woman's eye, okay? Then it cuts even closer, and it shows him slitting it open. This actually happened on screen. I mean, it's not real.
Yeah,
it's special effects, but it looked really real. And everyone in the classroom just like went, oh, gross. And he was like, the teacher was like, see, this still does what it was supposed to do. Like 85 years after it was made, it still does what it was supposed to do. It was pretty graphic, actually.
Yeah,
it was. Yeah. Turns out the eye slitting scene was actually just a cow's eye, but they like put so much makeup on it to make it look like an actual woman's eye. And it looked like a woman's eye. It was so creepy, and they actually slit it open. So So I think one of the mods of the Ustream is in. He's like, so were you guys talking censored about me? Just so you know, I'm here now. No, we promised we weren't talking crap about you.
Mounds and mounds of it.
No, we're whatever.
No, shit happens. You know.
Yeah, it does. Anyways,
so I have to say,
coffee. Half the thing that makes this worth it is the coffee.
yes,
I love my coffee. It's delicious. I think ever since I moved here, that was like how many? Okay, it was like middle of last year, like August of last year, and I have only gone through 2 cans of coffee during that time, which is really weird because I drink a lot of coffee. I don't know why. I guess it really stretches out sometimes. But I'm only halfway through like my second can in almost a year. That's actually saying a lot. I don't drink as much coffee as my dad does, but I still drink a lot of coffee. As you can tell, we have a full thermos right here. So,
Is it? My coffee intake doubled when I discovered how awesome it is to grind your own beans.
Ooh, I need to start doing that. Holy cow.
It's the only way to go.
Oh, man.
You don't know what you're missing.
I've had it before, actually. See, this is why I need to do it, is because one time there's a coffee shop here in Ottumwa that's pretty well known, the Vine. Have you ever been there?
I think so.
Yeah, because you used to live in Ottumwa, but I don't know.
It's been a long time.
Yeah. But anyways, the Vine, the first time I had coffee there, they ground my coffee beans right there, and then they put them in and made coffee with it, and it was the best coffee I've ever had. It was so good. I couldn't believe it. That was pretty awesome. The mod says, "I bet you grind your own beans." What is that supposed to mean? I don't know.
Yeah, see, these Ustreamers, you see, they're just like them gays and them homophobes, or no.
I don't even know.
Awkward silence.
Well, it makes it even more awkward if you say awkward silence. It wasn't supposed to be awkward.
That's exactly the point.
Screw you. You just made it worse.
You're welcome.
Furries ruin everything. That is our quote.
Yeah.
So, we do have some news for you, news stories for you today. And do we have any emails? Did you check?
I will check that real. I don't think we did. I'm using the wrong thing.
Okie doke. Boop-a-doop. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. Well, I got like 5 notifications that Claus and Convo is on the air.
That's good, I think. Seems a bit excessive.
I don't know what the deal is. Like, every time we go, I don't know if maybe you guys get this too. Whenever this show goes live, we get like 5 emails. At least I get at least 2 within the span of like a day. And it'll say...
How many times did you subscribe?
Just once.
Just once?
Yeah. I don't know what the deal is. Somebody is haunting me. That's the only explanation. That's the only explanation I accept. I refuse to accept any other ones. I refuse to accept the logical and scientific definition.
Yes, the lines are connecting.
I can see the Matrix!
I can see the Matrix. It's not pretty. Oh, it's burning my eyeballs! Ah! I don't even know. I don't know what to... I have no idea what to talk about. Oh, hey, guess what? I do have something to talk about. So I have a friend who knows a friend at the Ottumwa radio station, and if I were to get a job there, I would be the happiest motherfucking fox in the world. I just said that.
That would be awesome.
If I had a job at a radio station and I got to hear my voice on the air and my friends got to hear my voice on the air and I got paid for it, I would be so freaking happy. I can't even tell you. What?
Evil thoughts. No, just ignore me while I sit over here scheming.
Why? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna sabotage me on my radio show?
No.
No.
Maybe.
That's what I thought. You evil bastard. You evil... Oh, yeah, by the way, I was also talking earlier... I was talking earlier about how we're going to go to Anthrocon. That's going to be very fun. I actually cannot wait because I've never been to Anthrocon. Woo!
Really?
Have you ever been there?
Nope.
Well then, I guess we'll be experiencing it together for the first time. The only one I've been to is Midwest Fur Fest because I live so close to it. But this is going to be my second furry convention, and I can't wait! Oh my word! I'm so happy! Yeah, if you guys tuned into the pre-show earlier, I was playing solitaire here while we were having discussions. I can't say the discussions were very fun, but the solitaire was, at least. At the very least. So, hold on just a second. Dang it, my Ustream closed again. What is wrong?
It's a bastard.
Yes, it is. Is this the same? Oh, who is this? Is this Ustreamer? Oh, is this what's his name? Andy. Is that the one? Andy, is that you?
Perhaps, yes.
Because he called you Clint, and only somebody who knows you would call you Clint.
Yes, most likely, yes.
That was probably him.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, dude? We are delivering the show currently, as you cannot tell. But yes, you can. Because we're broadcasting. Oh, nice picture you got there. You want to show it to the camera?
Sure, yes.
This is something that Stryker was sketching a while ago. It looks pretty amazing, actually.
Yes, I'll eventually upload this to my new Facebook, my new Furfinity account.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I actually did. I did subscribe to your new one. I saw that.
Stryker Chiguire, yeah.
Mr. Stryker Chiguire. Actually,
I've got art up there, photography, and I'm going to have some music here pretty soon. So
nice.
Yeah. As soon as I can finish a song, anyway.
Yeah. Well, the music you produce would be interesting to me because I do like the stuff you've done so far.
Yeah, I've just got some rough recordings on there, but
nice.
It's in my scraps.
Yeah, I did the same thing. When I first made a Furfinity account, it was my normal internet username, the one that's not furry related.
Yeah.
So it was like almost a year until I finally changed, but I didn't really tell anybody about it. I don't know why. I was just like, I'll just switch over my stuff. So I re-uploaded all my artwork, which I do have a little bit of artwork. Speaking of which, I actually have a friend down here who is an art major in Indian Hills College here, and he told me that I've seen his drawings. They're pretty freaking incredible. And he told me that he would let me commission him with a furry drawing, and he knows what furry is. He hangs out with me all the time, so he's like, yeah, totally. Just and he told me give me a recommended price, and I told him I'd give him like $25 for him to do me a line art picture, which sounds about right. I'm really excited because I haven't gotten a actual commission yet. I've had people draw my persona, but it was just kind of like a little scribble and a sketch,
Yeah.
But this is going to be a nice one. I've never commissioned anybody before. I'm not a true furry. Have you ever commissioned people?
I once commissioned Exuli for a con badge.
Ooh, nice. I still don't have a con badge.
Whatever happened to Exuli? She's disappeared.
I don't know who that is.
She's not. She was on FA a few years back. It just kind of vanished.
That happens to a lot of FA artists. Have you ever noticed that? Like sometimes, even big ones like Jay Naylor, sometimes he'll upload like 3 images within the span of 2 hours, and then he won't post again for like a year. Which is, of course it's exaggerated, but still, that's what it feels like, because I love Jay Naylor. So, I don't know. Yeah, your friend Andy says, you're good at awkward silence, Clint. I don't know if that's an insult, or I'd take that as an insult.
I don't like your tone of voice, boy. We don't like your kind in these parts. I just want to stick to driving my truck and drinking my beer. By burr, I mean beer with an A. Dante, shut up, you're creeping everybody out. Okay. Anyways, so how have you guys been? The people that are currently tuned in. Yeah, Hematite Bear says they changed sites a lot. Check VCL and FA. They're duplicated a lot. Yeah, I know. A lot of artists are. It's kind of annoying. Especially in E621. Then again, that's the point of E621 is to have all the artwork up,
Yes.
So, actually, I don't know why people get upset. Come to think of it, I don't know why people get upset when artwork is uploaded to E621. Some people do.
That's free promotion.
Yeah, exactly. If they're... I guess I can understand if it's like a paid thing, like if it was from Sexy Fur, which is a paid site. If it was from that, I could totally understand. But sometimes free artwork from FA is uploaded to E621 and people get butthurt about it. And I don't know why. I just don't know. I don't know. Let's just put it that way.
I need some more. So, I don't remember who it was. I think it was Wolfie Nail that did that. He doesn't allow, like, I guess, here's what I think. If they credit the artist, you should be able to upload as much of their artwork as you want, as long as it's the free versions of it. Like,
yeah.
If it's free artwork, and if you credit the artwork, you should be able to do as much as you want. That's how it should be, So,
a lot of my work, I'll put a Creative Commons attribution license on it, non-commercial. So we can share it with whoever, whenever you want, as long as you credit properly and you're not selling anything.
Yeah.
Go ahead and share it.
Yeah, that's a lot of. It's the same thing with YouTube.
You can even modify if you ask me.
Yeah, actually, a lot of artists will say, if you want to modify it, just ask me first. Get permission from the artist to modify it.
It's a beautiful thing about the Creative Commons license.
Yeah. YouTube does the same thing, though. They really go overboard with their copyright.
The DMCA is bullshit.
Yeah. I don't know if I ever told you, but one time my brother Wesley worked for hours and hours on a Halo music video. Like, he put in a lot of work in this thing. He uploaded it to YouTube, and without thinking, he got rid of the original project.
Oh no.
So then, like, almost a year later, YouTube decides to take it down because it's got a copyrighted song in it. And so the video gets removed, and he doesn't have any copies of the video anymore. Which is really, really upsetting.
Yes.
Hematite Bear says, I want to put your music on a t-shirt. Is that like some kind of... Is that some kind of expression that people use that I'm not aware of?
I've never heard that expression.
I don't know. Maybe it's not really an expression. I don't know. How many people did you have watching when you did the half show?
Like maybe 4.
Oh,
live. I don't know.
Because I
didn't promote that show like I normally do. So yeah. But anyway.
Yeah, I think I saw the chat room. I opened up the chat room after you were done, and there was a lot of people talking. So, but what's his, sorry, I keep forgetting his name. Andy says he's signing off before he gets while he's still somewhat nice. So, I guess we'll see you later.
I sense hostility.
Hematite Bear says last week was a good show. Yeah, I wondered about that. I was hoping you delivered it really well. Cause
yeah, I had some minor bandwidth problems with when I was trying to play Ustream, or not our YouTube videos.
Yeah, and
it was giving warning lights for flashing, so I just couldn't do that like I planned. So, and Hematite had problems with the sound, so he couldn't call in.
Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, the show obviously isn't as active when it's just us, but at least we deliver a show. And same thing with Stryker here. Even when I'm gone, he still delivers a show, and I'm happy for him. I'm happy that he did that. So, we were just actually just recently I was watching old episodes. Did I just hear a knock on the door?
I
heard something.
That was something. I don't think that didn't sound like a knock. I know I can't hear anything beyond these headphones.
Well, Hematite Bear says, I have a problem. My dad wants to get to know more about the furries and about the CNC. So, I don't know. I don't see how that's really a problem. I guess it depends. I guess I don't know the guy, so I wouldn't know. But I don't know if that's... it's interesting that he's curious about it. I like it when people are curious about the furry thing. So, I don't know. That's just me. Maybe it's... Okay, he says, I'm trying to figure out if I should let him or not. He's a bit of a hater of most of the things I like. Yeah, I can understand that. I don't know. I guess it'd be your decision, because I don't know. I told my parents I was furry because because they're really open-minded and they have the right to know. So it took them a little while to understand it, but they got it now, and they're like, oh, that's fine, whatever, like the parents should, They're just like, I don't 100% understand it, but whatever you want to do is, your business. So I'm blessed with pretty awesome parents. But anyways, yeah, not everyone's parents are the same. So, and Hematite says, why did you come out to your parents about being, or when did you come out to your parents? Actually, that was about middle of 2011 or early 2011. It was a couple years ago. It's about like the couple year anniversary. But it wasn't so bad though. Like I said, they were just like, I don't really understand it, but you can just do my parents love me to death, and they're just like, whatever you do, I'll accept. So they're pretty awesome. I love my parents.
See, I came out. What was it? Freaking. I feel like right after I graduated, it's like 2008, 2009, sometime around there.
Yeah, that was a few years before mine was. Check out what Andy said. That's really weird. I think he's still a little bit tipsy.
Yeah.
Oh, we love you. What else should we talk about? Oh, seems it's 5:31. Do you think we should go into news?
Yes, let's go into that.
Okay.
Let's get the thing going here.
Yeah, do we yeah, let's do the intro. I love doing the intro. Yay. Is it actually going?
Someone broke it.
Uh-oh. Someone did it. Oh, turn up the volume, sorry.
Yeah, it's stopped now.
The volume on the...
Yeah, I had it all nice and set up.
Okay, hold on. Don't play it yet. I need to put on my headphones. Here we go. Okay, go for it. Tonight on Claus and Convo News. Kangaroo scrotums? With your anchors, Dante, Padfoot, and Striker Chiguar, this is Claus and Convo. Aw, yeah. What about kangaroo scrotums, you might ask? Well, I have a news story about that. I mean, obviously we can't go a show without saying, talking about something like this. It started with the horse semen shots, and now we have to talk about something like this.
How did genitalia become a mandatory topic on the show? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. It just shows up.
Terrible.
It shows up in the news stories. It is not my fault. It is not my fault that it shows up in the news stories. So, Hematite Bear, to answer your question, that is...
It's a conspiracy.
That is Andy, who was here just a little while ago. We had to take him home. So, anyways, since I don't necessarily need this now, let's start with our first news story. Do-do-do. 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 Okay. Actually, we should start off talking about a follow-up to Lemonade Coyote, the fursuiter who passed away in the crash recently, right after Valentine's Day. So, let's see. I also have another one that I got a link to the chat room because it's pretty cool. There's a picture. Anyways, I mean, this isn't the one. Here we go. No criminal charges over ambulance crash. Driver not legally impaired. Both vehicles were speeding. The loss of the fursuiter Lemonade Coyote was met with widespread grief among members of the furry fandom. No kidding. That was really sad. Including this remembrance from his friend Silver Wolf. Lemonade Coyote's co-worker Cody Medley also sustained fatal injuries after a car drove through an intersection and crashed into their ambulance while they were on the job as medics. Police said the ambulance was not an emergency run, but had the right-of-way when the car ran a flashing red light. An early reporter that early report that both medics were wearing seatbelts is contradicted by a later report that neither wore seatbelts and both vehicles were speeding. The driver whose traffic violation caused the crash had a blood alcohol level of 0.038, less than half the legal limit. Really? According to the prosecutor, the traffic violation does not rise to the level of criminal recklessness, and there will be no criminal charges for the fatal crash. That's a little bit upsetting. That the guy who caused this crash is not having any criminal charges. I don't know. I mean, I guess it doesn't give that much information, except for, that he wasn't legally impaired, obviously. That's what it said. But, I don't know. I mean, that's just a little bit upsetting that nobody's going to do anything about this. Because the furry fandom suffered a terrible loss when that happened. So.
Yeah.
Anyways, do you want me to link you another news story that you want to read?
Yes.
If I can find one here. Hit
me with your best shot.
Let's see. What else do we got here? Might have to scroll down this. Do you want to read the kangaroo scrotums in short supply story?
You tell me if I want to read that.
I don't know. I haven't read it yet.
You know the answer.
Okay, I'll read it later.
Good.
So let's see. Actually, the only one I have that you could read is a Fursuiter of the Month article. Do you want to read that?
Sure.
Let's select all, copy, and then go to the Ustream app and then paste it in the chat. Da 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 da. Okay, are you in the chat?
Yes, I'm in both chats.
Oh, I see.
Because I got the IRC going.
Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and link this in the actual chat room because I can't PM you. So go ahead.
And links are disabled for some reason because,
Well, that's quite annoying, good sir.
Hence one reason why I created the IRC.
Yeah. That's a pretty good idea, actually. All right, you can just highlight that and while I look for another news article.
Resend it.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
It failed miserably.
What?
It censored link.
Oh, really?
There it is.
There we go. Well, I need to turn off... I don't know how to turn off my... Let's see. How do I turn off my censorship? Because every time a Hematite Pair tries to tell me something, it's censored. So, I don't know. Anyways, you can read this one.
Okay, wrestle this thing around here. Okay. Where am I? Taicho Asi, March 2013, featured Fursuiter of the Month.
Woohoo!
At first glance, Michigan native Dan Burke wouldn't appear to be the most likely candidate for an award like featured Fursuiter of the Month.
It's a pretty big thing.
A middle-aged married father of 3, Burke has been a lead engineer for 17 years at an aerospace engineering company, instrumented sensor technology, and is currently going for his PhD in geophysics at Michigan State University.
Nice.
Is also an Air Force veteran, a gearhead at heart, and to provide a momentary escape from his hectic daily life, he loves to transform into a playful 6'2" Australian Shepherd dog to make people happy.
Nice.
Burke commissioned his fursuit character Taicho Asi in early 2011, and his costume arrived in April 2012.
Hmm.
It's safe to say that Meridian Charter Township, the central Michigan locale that Burke calls home, along with about 40,000 other residents, has not been the same since. Whether it's helping to raise money for worthwhile charitable causes or making an appearance at a local park, it's Burke's tireless pursuit of using his costume to better those around him that has earned him FNN's March 2013 Featured Fursuiter of the Month award.
Nice. Those are my favorite kind of fursuiters, the ones that do it just to make everyone happy.
Absolutely.
You know? Those are so cool. There was something I wanted to say during this article, but I completely forgot what it was. I'm really bad at keeping my train of thought. It's something I'm not very good at. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. I don't have as many news articles as I thought I would, so actually I haven't picked a discussion topic for this for later. If anyone wants to start a discussion topic later, we can do that. Yeah, Hematite Bear says it's a very complex suit. Yeah, it is actually. That is some fursuiters are really, really talented. I know some people that are not even furries that think it's it's actually really cool. I've shown them pictures of clockwork fursuits, the clockwork creatures. Supposedly the best fursuit makers in the world, which I can't disagree with because I haven't seen any better. And I've showed people pictures of that, even people that think fursuits are weird, and they still think they're really freaking cool. So that's how awesome they are. Some suits are really complex and expensive.
Yeah.
So,
and speaking of fursuits.
Oh, do you got news on yours?
Possibly.
Ooh. That's pretty darn cool. Who's, is it that girl from Michigan, Minnesota that's doing it? Who is it?
He's in the chat right now.
Hematite Bear is going to do your fursuit?
Yep.
Ooh!
No.
Nice!
Yeah,
Props to you.
Yes, he's going to be getting started into actually doing commissions. It's just starting up, and
that's really cool.
So, yeah, if you're if anyone's out there looking for a commission, check him out.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think he mentioned something about that to me, that he could do that, but I don't remember exactly.
Yeah.
Do we actually have any emails or not?
No email.
Because I don't know. It's if we can't go into discussion about something, we may have to end the show semi early today, even though we have to end it before 7 anyway. But if anyone wants to post a discussion topic in the chat room, that's totally cool, because we need it. So, anyways, do you want me to go ahead and read the story of the day?
Sure.
Oh boy.
This is going to be very entertaining.
I don't know why they have these up here, but this is okay. I haven't read the actual story yet. I just read the headline, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta read that one." Okay, here we go. Kangaroo scrotums in short supply. Whoa. Australia is experiencing a dearth of kangaroo scrotums, according to the... What do they even use them for? Hold on. Okay, I'm just going to keep reading. Kangaroo scrotums are used, who knew, to make souvenirs like keyrings and bottle openers, though how exactly that transformation happens is unclear. How would you like to go to Australia and buy a kangaroo scrotum? Oh my word. What the heck?
Because everyone wants a ball sack keychain for Christmas. Come on.
Everyone wants a scrotum now and then. It's only natural. This is funny because one of my best fur friends, actually probably my best fur friend besides you, is in Indianola, and he is a kangaroo. So we should show him this clip. Right, I should at least link him this news story. That is so funny. Okay, continuing. Excessive rains in Brisbane have driven the more desirable larger kangaroos out of the shooting range, leaving only immature males to be hunted for their inferior-sized testicles. We want big ones, taxidermist John Kruger. We want big ones. That's what it said. I kid you not. The taxidermist said that. The only maker of kangaroo scrotum souvenirs in Australia told the Brisbane Times, the more experienced kangaroos seem to know when the weather is not in favor and they take off. Okay then. Kruger has about 50,000 scrotums frozen in storage. But demand for his products is growing outside of Australia. The heavy rains are expected to abate soon. What the fuck? What? He has 50,000 scrotums frozen. What? Huh?
Ladies and gentlemen, we appear to be having technical difficulties. Your hosts are broken.
I'm broken. I'm no longer a human being.
Oh, my stand is tipsy.
My word. Watch out. Anyways, okay. Is that better or worse than the horse semen shot story?
I'd say it's about on par.
Probably. Because that is really, really nasty. Okay, think about this. Hey, taxidermy guy, what do you got in your fridge? I mean, your freezer. Oh, let me think. 50,000 kangaroo scrotums. Oh, my word. I think I had the shock of a lifetime from that one line. In fact, just so you guys know that I didn't make that up, I should probably link that in the chat room.
Yes, link it.
I will as soon as I get back into the
get your head together for a moment. Take a breath.
I can't
breathe. Breathe.
50,000 scrotums. I can't. I just can't. I can't do it. Whoops. Hold on. That was an accident. I just did the previous news story. Hold on, I gotta try this again. Select all. Copy. I'm sorry, okay? Sheesh. Okay, here we go. Paste. There. Okay, we got the link in the chat room now
There
if you
it
guys
is.
want to check it out. I kid you not. Read down until it says that. He has 50,000 scrotums in his freezer.
50,000
Ball sack. 50,000 ball sacks. That's nasty. I won't be able to think about anything else for the next couple of hours. You want to talk about something else to get my mind off of this?
I don't think I'm capable of it.
You can't possibly say something that's as shocking as this.
I do not want to.
Exactly.
I hurt myself. You hurt
my
me.
word.
You hurt my brain.
I hurt.
What's that story?
My conscious being is hurting from reading that. How do you even store that many? Seriously.
Big goddamn freezer.
Oh my word. That's incredibly amazing. I don't know how he possibly did that. Okay, he's
Really sharp knife.
Oh my word.
We'll drive this into the ground. Next thing.
Hematite Bear says they're not
Sorry.
that big. So, yeah, I mean, I can guess that. But still, that's a lot. I mean, that is a lot. That's a lot. I said that about 50 times.
Moving on.
What else do we have to talk about? We need to think of a discussion topic.
So I thought of one and then I forgot it.
Same with me. I was thinking about one and I was like...
I had one lined up, but then it kind of got kind of train wrecked.
Mm.
But actually, yeah, I remember what was sort of this furry virus. Kind of the mechanics of how it spreads.
Oh
and,
yeah,
kind of the effect that has.
we could talk about kind of how fast the furry fandom has grown in the past little while.
Yeah.
And I mean, the second episode we ever had, we talked about how it's slowly becoming mainstream, which might not be a good idea. Which we could go into discussion about that because we didn't really touch on it that much.
Yeah.
We just kind of watched a video, and that was pretty much it. And we talked about the consequences and the good things about it going mainstream, but then we talked about,
Right.
did
bad stuff.
I ever end up showing you the Dr. Woof thing on here?
I don't think so.
Ooh, we could do that. You remember Room 366, right?
Yes.
How could you not forget
Oh,
that?
yes, we did. We did do Dr. Wolf.
I was thinking, I remember showing it to
Yes.
somebody. So,
Did we? Yeah, we did, I think.
I think we did. I think. I don't know. I think that freaking article is just messing up my conscious being. I can't think of anything else.
Don't say it. Don't ever mention that again. We need to keep this thing going.
Okay.
If you mention that thing, it'll train wreck.
Let's sing a song. Do you want to sing a song?
Our hero, claims a warrior's heart. I tell you what. That's the wrong verse. I don't know.
Oh, was that Dragonborn? Like the Dragonborn song?
Yes.
I tell you, the Dragonborn comes. Yeah, that's from Skyrim.
To the old Skyrim souls. Everywhere the Dragonborn comes.
Very nice. I know an Irish ditty that goes, "Oh, the summertime is coming, and the trees are sweetly blooming." I can't stop thinking about that. And the wild mountain times. I'm going crazy here.
What is this,
Rolls
American Idol all of a
around
sudden?
the bloom
Apparently.
heather. Will you go, lassie, go? Actually, okay, speaking of Ireland, I recently heard that America doesn't celebrate St. Patrick's Day the right way, since it's coming up pretty soon.
America never celebrates anything the right way.
Yeah, we kind of just twisted
Except
into our own...
for 4th of July.
Well, yeah,
Well,
but that's...
even that is
It's a little bit... I don't know how...
construed. Yeah.
I think it wasn't it what's his name?
It's Independence Day.
Oh, what's his name? One of the authors of the Constitution said
Thomas Jefferson, was it?
maybe he declared that July 4th would be a day of like fireworks and celebration and stuff. So I think that's why we do it, is because he declared that it would be
Declared
fireworks.
a day of blowing shit up.
Exactly. Didn't the Chinese invent fireworks like thousands of years ago?
They perfected gunpowder.
That's pretty awesome.
It took a couple thousand years
And-
before Westerners
Yeah, because I was gonna say,
perfected.
while the what's her name? While the Europeans were busy killing each other, the Chinese were busy inventing crap. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, because I worked as a cashier at Hy-Vee, and I like to have conversations with my customers because I'm really friendly and stuff like that, because I'm just awesome. And you want some more coffee?
Yes.
And she said, we were talking about St. Patrick's Day, and she said, I read just recently that Americans don't celebrate it at all like it should be celebrated. I was like, that I can completely believe, because like he said, America just kind of makes everything their own. America just kind of makes everything their own. Like, seriously. They're just like, hey, you got a holiday that's held sacred in your tradition that you've been celebrating for like 1,000 years? Oh, we're just gonna make it our own.
We're gonna turn it into something we can market.
Exactly.
Sell.
Exactly. They just turn it into something they can
Sell
market.
crap.
I think I read on Wikipedia that it's like a day of feasting in Ireland or something like that. It's It was pretty cool. It was the shamrock that's like 3 leaves. The 3-leaf clover is supposed to be a representation of the Holy Trinity. It was like a Catholic that did this. That was like, spreading the word. It was pretty cool, actually. I never really knew that. I've seen a lot of symbols for the Trinity. I've never seen it. I never really thought that a shamrock would be one. I don't know. Anyways, I thought that was pretty cool. That it's like it said it was also named the Day of Feasting in Ireland. And apparently Dublin, Ireland, which is the capital, is like the place to be during St. Patrick's Day, which I can totally agree with.
Of course.
I can totally understand because Dublin, the streets of Dublin are probably jumping during this time of year.
Of course, yes.
Oh, we're just drinking and riding over the fields of Dublin.
Aye.
Tee-to-tiddly-do-to-to. Yeah, Hemtype Bear says St. Patrick's Day or the Feast of St. Patrick. Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, it's also declared the day of or somebody said it was the day of feasting in Ireland.
Yeah.
Or at least it originally was. I guess it somehow warped into being a drinking thing because, freaking Irish, man.
Every holiday is a drinking holiday.
Every holiday is a drinking holiday. Every weekend is a drinking holiday. I only drink on days that end in Y. Isn't that every day? Why, yes it is, random spectator. Every day of the weekend's in Y. So that's what you say. Let's see. What else do we want to talk about? Anything interesting happened to you recently at all?
Well. Not really.
Oh, that's depressing. I guess the only thing I could talk about is my, intro to film class. But I don't want to bore them to death. I mean, I can bore them, but I'm not going to bore them to death. So, I guess we got to find something. This severely tests our ability to run a show, period. But, like I said, even if we don't present as good of a show as we usually do, we're trying our best, or at least our semi-best.
We'd do it anyway.
We'd do it anyway. The show must go on. Look at Stryker for inspiration for this. Like I said, I was gone, and he still did the show. That's a man right there.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh, we could talk about how your friend Andy's reaction to the card tricks I was showing him.
Yes.
He was okay. I was doing 2-card Monty to him, which is where I have a card, 2 cards, and I flip over the top card. I'm like, okay, this is an ace, right? And then I flip it back over and take it off and give it to him, and it changes right before his eyes, and it records a lot of sleight of hand and like double lifting and stuff like this. But it freaked him out. It was so funny.
I think you may have caused some brain damage there.
I might have. Poor guy. I'm sorry.
Quite possible. Yes.
Hemtype Bear says we should talk about video games. Let us talk about video games. I heard the new what's it called? Tomb Raider is actually really, really good.
Oh.
I saw a review of it, and it was Angry Joe, and he reviewed it, and he said it was fantastic. He said it was an easily badass seal of approval, and I think he did it a 9 out of 10, which is incredible. I think he gave Skyrim a 10 out of 10.
No.
And yeah, also, let's talk about this video game called Destiny that's in the making by Bungie. Does anybody know anything about that?
I've heard of it. I've heard of the name before.
It's basically, if you walk into GameStop, you'll see like advertisements for it and stuff. It says Destiny coming soon, and there's no information about it. Nobody seems to know anything
Brilliant
about
marketing.
it. Yeah, exactly.
What is this?
All we need to know is that it's from Bungie. That's all, and we're just
I know what it is. It's an MMORPG.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Oh.
Or an FPS.
So it's like
FPS.
PlanetSide 2?
Yes, except you have to pay for it.
Ooh, that's
I
not
think.
fun. That's a little bit. Speaking of PlanetSide 2, it seems that Hemtype Bear has been playing PlanetSide 2 for most of the week. And it is a
Yes.
never-ending loop, he says. And it seems we have a link here. Do you want to open that up and see what it is?
Yes.
Because I can't open it up on
check
my
this.
iPod.
It's a Wikipedia article.
There it is, yep.
Destiny.
Destiny.
Destiny is an upcoming video game being developed by Bungie. The game will be a first-person shooter open world in a mythic science fiction setting. As part of a 10-year publishing deal with Activision, Destiny will be published by Activision on the PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Xbox 360 video game consoles, with Bungie expecting that the project will have a 10-year life cycle from its launch.
Ooh.
A contract detailing Bungie and Activision's publishing agreement originally listed the game for release in Q3, Q4 2013 and February 2013.
Nice.
In February 2013, however, Activision stated that it has not included the launch in its 2013 outlook, and that there should be no speculation or expectation of a different result.
So basically, it's not going to be out in 2013.
Apparently not.
That's
At least not in February, at least. But
okay.
But
Mysterious.
it is going to be a massively multiplayer.
That sounds really awesome.
Yeah, on account, it's going to be console based.
That sounds even
So-
cooler. I didn't even know that they. I guess they have had those types of games in the past, but they've always failed. The ones that are like
yeah.
MMORPGs for consoles.
Consoles aren't really great for first person shooters unless you have like auto aim.
Yeah, that's what it is, or that's what.
And then when you throw in the MMO aspect of it, you got all these different players running around, and that's all that extra processing power. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they tackle that.
It is actually. I really hope they're successful because.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the deal. When a game is hyped up like this, if it actually lives up to its hype, it will be Skyrim proportions. Like, that's what Skyrim did, was it was so hyped up, and it actually lived up to what all of its hype, and even more. If it doesn't live up to its hype, it ends up being a joke, which is really sad, because a lot of people worked hard on this, they're apparently working really hard on it. I cannot wait to find out more information about this. Ooh, here's what we should do. Open up the next link in the chat room. We have a Wikipedia page for list of furry role-playing games. I think one of my favorite ones was always Conker's Bad Fur Day, because it was like an adult. It was more geared toward adults, and it was a furry game. I thought that was really awesome. That's a good combination right there. So which ones we got that are noteworthy?
Let's see. We got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and other strangeness.
Yep. Because technically it is furry.
Let's see. I don't know. Let's say.
Habitat Bear says, I looked at Iron Claw but didn't get into it.
I'm going to get up for just a moment. I'll be right back.
Okie doke. So, how you guys doing? It's going to be a really interesting show. Does my voice sound cooler when it echoes out of the cup like this? No. Shut your face. Well, okay, screw you, because Hematite Bear says yes. So, there. That settles it. Anyways, something else we should mention. Hematite Bear is planning on making a furry MMORPG, mostly based off of Warcraft. And it's gonna be pretty awesome. Ooh, okay. Hold on just a second. How cool does my voice sound like this? Hematite Bear told me to do it. All glory to the Hypnotoad. All glory to the Hypnotoad. Try it out of Striker's butt. What?
What
okay. Lol. That's funny. Anyways, let's see. We got about half an hour of showtime left. Oh, Hematite Bear, you silly dog, you. I mean, you silly bear. Yeah, another thing about Hematite Bear, he's going to be cooking us lasagna when we go to visit him. Did you know that?
Yes.
When we go visit him, he's going to cook us lasagna. That's so cool.
That is awesome.
And he's probably going to have all kinds of baked goods for us because, you know, he seems to like to bake, and I love eating baked goods, which is why he sent us those brownies. In fact, they're about 14 pounds, he says. In fact, those brownies that Hematite Bear sent us, we ate almost all of them, and I set the rest on the counter for later. And then my dad came and visited me later, and they were really, like, they were hard as a rock because I left them out by accident because I fell asleep. And I was like, oh, you might not want to eat those. They're really stiff. And he's like, oh, it's fine. He just took a big bite out of them and just started chewing them. They're just rock hard. It was so funny. My dad is a badass. He's like, I don't care. I'm just going to eat it anyway.
It has the consistency of marble, but it's delicious.
My dad is the guy that taught me how to make a bong pipe out of a Mountain Dew can. My dad is the coolest guy ever. It's pretty cool. Like, I mean, the only reason he doesn't smoke weed now is because he has a family and it's illegal, you know, and he doesn't want to get into that, which I completely respect. So, if I had a family, I wouldn't do it either. But I'm in college, so I do what I want.
Fuck the police.
Screw the police. Oh, I sure hope no police heard that.
It's the internet.
I know, I'm basically refuting my own statement by saying I sure hope no police said that. One time I saw a picture of a cop that stopped a guy, and he was, like, on the side of the road. He was just, like, next to his window, and you could see from the back, and on the bumper sticker, it said, "Fuck the police." It was so funny. It was so funny. You know,
that awkward moment when
the cop actually sees it. I don't know if it was the reason he pulled him over. All I know is I saw the picture, and it was pretty darn funny.
Didn't help anything. Probably.
Yeesh.
Although once in a while I come across a really cool cop, you know.
Yeah, a lot. I mean, I've been stopped a lot in Iowa. I mean, I guess I should say Iowa cops are really nice. Bad cop, no donut. It is another one they like. Nice. Took me a while to get that. I think I read it wrong. But all the cops in Iowa are actually really nice, or at least somewhat nice. Obviously, I've met like one or two cops in Iowa that are a little bit. Yeah. Actually, okay. One. Let's see. I think I've been. Last time I had a headlight that was out, I went to Des Moines with Trey McIntosh, and we went to go visit his friends in Des Moines who are also mutual friends of mine who are the coolest guys ever. And we had a headlight out, and I was like, I know for a fact we're going to get stopped because cops like to get on people's butts about this. Like, if they see someone with a headlight, they will always stop them. It's like, seriously. So a cop stopped me, and I was like, yes, I know I have a headlight. I mean, I didn't say it like this. I tried to be respectful because obviously they get pretty pissed when you disrespect them. But I was just in my mind, I was going, yes, I know I have a or a headlight that's out. I'll fix it. So he gives me a fix-it ticket, and then once I get home, later that day, I get stopped again. And I was like, and he was like, you know why I stopped you? I was like, because I'm a headlight. I have a fix-it ticket. He's like, good, then go get it fixed, So I was like, okay. Then a day later, I get stopped again. These are all different cops. I got stopped 3 times in the span of like 2 days. Just for a freaking headlight. The cops in Ottumwa have nothing to do. It's insane. I don't know.
I had a headlight out in the tunnel once.
Did you get stopped for it a bunch?
No.
You didn't get stopped for it?
Apparently they don't pay attention to pickup trucks.
Really?
Apparently they pay less attention.
Where'd you hear that? Or is that just a assumption?
That's just an assumption.
Huh. I don't know. Because they sure as heck were on my butt about it.
Then again, I didn't drive at night.
Yeah,
I mean, like.
Well, yeah, I mean, I only got stopped at night. In the daytime, I turned my lights off just so that they couldn't tell that there was a headlight out. It wasn't broken. The bulb was just that bad, Yeah. So they couldn't tell if it was bad.
Those are like $7. So that's not too bad.
Yeah. I mean, I went and replaced it.
Yeah.
So I mean, it wasn't bad, but it was the time when I was broke, so I couldn't do it within the day. So then I went to O'Reilly's and got it fixed, and I was like, finally. So. Anyways, Hematite Bear says, I should do a fake driver's license of me in my fursuit for when I get pulled over wearing it.
Brilliant!
that is fantastic. Okay, imagine that. Imagine a guy in a fursuit driving a car. Whoop, whoop. Okay, I think his vision would be kind of impaired because you can't see very well in those things.
Yes.
Yeah. Which should be a safety hazard right there. And then we have kids on the street getting freaked the crap out that a guy in a fursuit is driving a car. I don't know. That's hilarious though. If you did that, you got to tell us a story about it.
Yes.
What?
Did your monitor just?
It's because we haven't. If we move the mouse. Then it'll move the. Is your keyboard hooked up to it?
This should.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, my monitor just went blank because it went in sleep mode.
Your monitor is a troll.
It is a troll. It's like, oh hey, you want to watch yourselves in Claus and Convo on the screen that you're looking at right now? Screw you! I'm just gonna go black for no reason, just
YOLO.
like Trey McIntosh. Once you go black, you never go back. Oh, boy. Okay, one of the first guests we had on here, Avon Helgerson, who's a good friend of mine, he's Asian, and we always like to make fun of him for being Asian, Yeah. And then he'll actually tell people that he's Italian. Like, that's one of the funniest jokes I've ever heard him say. He's like, it's okay because I'm Italian. He says it in like the most serious way, and he's really sarcastic. I mean, it's really only funny if you know him because like everything that comes out of his mouth is extremely sarcastic. So, Hematite says, I hope Trey goes to AC. I'm bringing roofie brownies if he does. I actually will try to convince him to come with me. I'm serious. I will try my best, but I kind of doubt that he actually will because I told him the idea of it. I was like, I didn't ask him to go yet, but I told him what I was doing, and he said that sounds really fun. So I don't know if he was just saying it to be polite or if he actually thinks it's really cool sounding. Because I think he should. I mean, I'm gonna make him go to Midwest Fur Fest with me, but in terms of AC, I'm not sure he'll want to go all the way to Pittsburgh.
What are we taking?
Well, by then I'm probably going to have a nicer car. So I'm thinking we could take whichever vehicle you want to take and a car that I'm bringing.
My truck gets 18 miles to the gallon.
Ooh, ouch.
And it only has room for 2.
Huh. Well, that would be a waste. Me. That would be a waste then.
Yes.
Let's see. What could we do? It's going to be like a 7-day trip. Hematite Bear says, "Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I've got one time my family went to Arizona, and it took us like 2 days. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it took us 2 days to get down there and back. Like my dad drove the entire time, so he's a master at staying awake. He brings a thermos of coffee. This is where I got this idea from him. You know, carrying a thermos of coffee around. But yeah, I mean, I guess we could discuss this more, but I'm thinking depends on how many people are actually going. I know for a fact that my friend Kai is going, the kangaroo guy I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
And I know he's going because I talked to him about it, and he's like, heck yeah, I'm going. And I'm probably going to end up picking him up on my motorcycle to meet here first because he doesn't have very much money to, like, you know, and plus he doesn't have a car either. So he says, day here, day to Pittsburgh. Oh, including the Pittsburgh trip. Yes, I mean, I know what you mean now. I thought you meant 7 days to go down there. I was like, no. So, anyways, I know he's going. I have a feeling. What about those people from Sheraton?
Jericho and Foxhart. I believe they will be following us.
They're going to follow us?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Then we could probably just take
Of course, that first night, on the night that we arrive, the reservation is at the west, and it doesn't kick in till the next day.
Really?
So that first day that we're gonna have to figure out where to put them.
Well, they can just crash with us in our house across the street.
And then there's like a limit of 4 people, I guess.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Don't tell nobody. I don't know. I think my dad did this one time. He's like,
time to crunch some ninja training. Yes, let's do it.
Let's see if we can smuggle some people in duffel bags. Duffel bags. But I mean, yeah, I like how this plan is starting to come together.
Yeah.
You know, if they follow us, we might have an extra pass or extra space for one other person if they want to go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try everything I can to get Trey McIntosh to go, because Trey would be so much fun to take a road trip with. Honestly, he would be so much fun.
Ah, yes, yes.
So, but yeah, I mean, I might have a vehicle by then. My future sister-in-law is gonna sell me her old car, which is a really nice car. It has like a rebuilt engine. It's like everything on it is like recently replaced. It's pretty freaking cool. So it's going to last me a long time. And it'll be very reliable to go up there. Cool. I mean, the main thing, basically, I don't go anywhere without my dad's endorsement because my dad is a really, really good mechanic. He's a really multi-talented guy, and one of the things he's good at is mechanic stuff. And if a vehicle is not in stable condition to go like across the country, and he says so, I will not go against his word because he's had first-hand experiences multiple times with breaking down. Like, he broke down in California one time, and that was terrifying for him. But he used his wits, and he made it out alive. Hematite Bear says, the house that we're sleeping in has 2 queen beds, two person to each bed. That is the 4. Okay. Well, people could bring sleeping bags. If it depends on how strict the people are that are renting it to us. If they don't mind if we have a couple extra people, it's, you know, then we could totally just bring sleeping bags and stuff. So, by the way, Hematite Bear said he was paying for our house. That is really, really nice of him. I'm not gonna lie. Like, the only thing we have to worry about is the gas money, which is not a big deal at all. Like, especially if we all pitch in. I mean, I could afford to go down there by myself, you know, for goodness sake. And if we all pitch in, it'll be incredibly cheap.
Yeah. And there's registration, of course. I'm already registered.
Yeah. I need to register as soon as I get money.
Yeah.
But right now, I currently have absolutely no money because I will not be getting money again until the 20th. So I have a few days to just survive on what I have here in the apartment, which is like pickled eggs and macaroni and cheese. I'm even out of ramen noodle soup. How depressing is that?
You're gonna have to set some traps and try to catch your dinner.
It might seem that way because it seems I have plenty of food for a few days, and plus I do have a bunch of friends that would do anything for me that live in Ottumwa that would be like, if I call them and be like, hey, I'm out of food, they're like, they're going to stop me there and be like, say no more, I will buy you dinner. Thank you so much. Because like what I do is whenever all my friends, everyone helps each other out. Whenever they don't have money, I feed them. You know what? One time, okay, here's an example. Liam Wolf, i.e. Kenny, back when he was still here in the dorms, back before he had his internship over in Albia, he was completely out of money and completely out of food, and he was starving. So he called me and he was like, hey, can I borrow some money? I'm like, I got a better idea. Why don't I just bring you some food? I was like, do you like hard-boiled eggs? He's like, yeah, I like hard-boiled eggs. So I brought him a carton full of hard-boiled eggs and hot dogs. And we all do stuff like that for each other. Just like as soon as somebody's in trouble, we help them out, you know. So it's really awesome. It makes living here and having responsibilities like I got to pay my own bills for the first time in my life, and I don't think I could do it without my mom's help. My mom is really, really good at this kind of stuff, so she helps me out with financial stuff, and my friends all feed me whenever I'm hungry. It's pretty awesome. And my sister and I help each other out. And I mean, of course I have a job. I'm not just lazing around not making money. But since I have a job and I support myself, I do run out of money every once in a while. So how are you paying for your bills? Do you get like checks from
SSI? Yeah.
Does it cover the entire thing, or do you have to get a job?
It covers it for the most part, but I might be getting a job I'll probably be getting a job over in Bloomfield.
Ooh, nice.
This summer.
Yeah. Are you getting any closer to finding anyone to room with you?
I am not.
Oh, that is depressing.
Yes.
Oh, speaking of that accent, we're just gonna be tossing around random, freaking, what's it called? We're gonna be tossing around random conversations here, but that accent that I was doing, the China Rose accent is what we call it, is talking like a Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory, only a little bit more Russian and French. So it's kind of like a made-up accent. So one time, me and Rachel decided to talk like that all day, and we did. We talked to each other like that. It was annoying the crap out of everybody, but we got better at it. And then we went to Riverside, which is a restaurant here in Ottumwa, and we ordered our food in that accent. And the person looked at us like, what is wrong with you? I was like, if anyone asks, we're from Bulgaria. Bulgaria, not Bulgaria. We hate Bulgarians.
Oh.
Okay.
Cool story, bro.
Here's another story for you. Recently, me, Hanske Amani, who used to host the show with us, Jeff Fenton, and Chris Fenton. Jeff is the one that's doing the commission for me. Who are they're all pretty good friends of mine. One day we showed up to choir, like school, and our first class of the day is choir. So we all showed up to choir in suits, and we said, if anybody asks why we're wearing suits, ask them why you aren't wearing a suit. Somebody says, why are you wearing a suit? Why aren't you wearing a suit? We did that. I wear my suit all day. Even I have another class that's theater tech, which is like building stuff in like a workshop and stuff. Like what we do is we build props for theater, and I was using a skill saw and cutting boards in a suit with dress pants and dress shoes on. People were like, what is wrong with this guy? Which is what most people ask every single day of my life, but it's all good. I tend to put myself out there, and I like to express myself, and that's why I'm awesome. Same thing with Stryker. People think we're weird, but we are being ourselves, and that's how you should be, because you're a lot happier if you express yourself in every way you can. And that's how most of the theater students here are here in Ottumwa. So it's pretty awesome. Well, I've said my fair share of stuff. Do you want to start a topic? Are you brain dead?
Yeah.
Is it the 50,000 scrotums in the freezer? That's the game. I just thought about it again.
Damn it.
Oh, I'm going insane. Oh, boy. Okay, I'm kidding. I'm fine. I should really stop. It's bugging the crap out of people. Hematite Bear put a link in the chat room. Or not a link. A phone number. Food Bank of Southern Iowa in Ottumwa. Iowa phone number 641-682. Yeah, actually, I mean, that is nice that I'll have somewhere to go if I ever needed it desperately, but, I'll always ask my friends for help first because, that, like I said, if they found out I went to a food bank, they would be like, I could have helped you and stuff like that, so, they'd always be happy to give me $5 for a meal if I got, I mean, I don't think I've ever actually ran out of food here, but a lot of times it's just because I don't want to eat anything here.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I haven't been in trouble yet, but that remains to be seen. Plus, not to mention, if my mom found out that I was out of money and out of food, she would be racing up here. She lives 70 miles away, and she would be up here in like 5 minutes. And she'd be like, do you need some money? I'd be like, yes, I do, Mom. She's the coolest. She helps me out with a lot of stuff. She actually, I mean, she's the same as my dad. She knows how tough it can be on your own sometimes, especially when you're doing it for the first time. She actually, the first time she lived by herself, she drove all the way to Arizona and then lived out there. And she was like 1,000 miles away from any relatives. And she was scared out of her mind, and she was only 18 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. So she was like, I've definitely experienced this before. I'm like, heck yeah, you have. That must be awful. But then once my dad proposed to her, he moved down there with her, so she was happy after that. So Hematite Bear's like, I can emergency express chocolate chip cookies. That would be awesome. What's interesting, I never actually knew what was in chocolate chip cookies until I was like 10 years old, because I never really thought about it. Like, I was like, what is that batter that makes it so good, because I never really watched my mom make it. And then once I got to be 10 years old, I decided to make my own one time, and I looked online, and I just read in a cookbook, because at the time I didn't have internet, and I was like, oh, it's basically sugar, butter, and brown sugar that makes up most of the batter. I never even knew that. You learn something new. Learn something new every day. So, well, we got another couple of minutes before we should probably end the show. Unless we get an email.
Hematite sent us an email. It reads, "This is a email."
Oh, bravo! Bravo!
What a beautiful compilation there.
That was actually hilarious. I like that. You know what? Okay, here's something funny. That reminds me of a Reliant K song it's on the album, and it's called Crayons Can Melt on Us for All I Care. And it's made to, like, the title is designed for people to go, whoa, what the heck is that? So they skip right to that song, and this is the entire song. I just wasted 10 seconds of your life. It's kind of like an early Rickroll, because this album came out in 2005, so that was like before Rickrolls were popular. I was just like, oh boy, Reliant K, you're such a troll. That was the funniest thing ever. I was quite happy after I heard that. So, anyways,
yeah,
we got another minute of banter.
What will we do?
What will we do for a minute? What will you do, Punchinello, funny fellow? What will you do, Punchinello, funny you? We can sing a song. How about no?
No.
Grumpy Cat. I was thinking the same thing. How about no? Okay. You don't want me to sing an old Irish ditty? No! Okay. I was singing an Irish song earlier. It's a beautiful song. But apparently nobody likes my singing. So, anyways.
Let your dreams run wild, right off a cliff.
Well, it seems we're going to have to cut the show fairly short today. If you were not entertained during the show, I apologize. Okay, hey, that should be a new thing that we do after every show. Just like how Tobuscus says, if you sneeze during this video, bless you, you know? So we're gonna be like, if you were not entertained at any point during this episode, I apologize. What about that? What do you think? Enough said. Anyways, so let's see. Yeah, I guess we better wrap it up here because we're starting to run out of things to talk about and it's really slowing down. I'm going to try everything I possibly can to get Trey McIntosh on the show next week. If he doesn't show up, I'm going to be so mad because we haven't had a decent show in like 2 weeks, at least. The first show we did by ourselves was okay, but it I don't know, it just wasn't nearly as entertaining.
It lacked that certain special sauce.
It lacked a Trey McIntosh sauce.
There's something to make sound dirty.
That sounds really dirty. It lacked a Trey McIntosh sauce.
And you ruined it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay. I'm going to do my outro. Thank you for watching Claus and Convo. We really hope you enjoyed it. If you were not entertained during this show, I apologize greatly. I have been your host, Dante freaking Padfoot.
And I have been Striker Chihuahua.
We thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Stay cool, and death to tyrants. Peace out.
Push the button. Okay. Awkward moments of not working.
Are you still